All right, what's going on, everybody? Serial Entrepreneur here for another episode on the Digital Marketing School, Serial Entrepreneur Academy. And in this episode, we're going to quickly talk about running ads for Instagram. All right. And this is a pretty simple concept, so it shouldn't be too long of a video. We go through some of the specs, stuff like that, for video, photos, what copy should be like, stuff like that. So make sure you pay attention. Here we go. All right, guys. So before you actually begin running Instagram ads, there's several things that you're actually going to want to consider, okay? Number one is going to be, what type of campaign are you actually running? Is it a reach campaign? Is it a traffic campaign, an engagement, conversion? You got to know what type of campaign you're actually running before you actually start just spending a bunch of money. The campaign can be different depending on the type of campaign. So basically the reach campaign, this can be different via the industry, but a lot of Instagram marketing is based in reach campaigns. The reason why is because they're great for getting impressions cheaply and do a great job at reinforcing a message, but don't do as well as at converting users. And that's Instagram in general. So what you want to know about Instagram with regards to getting people to purchase something from Instagram, it's not as effective as, say, Facebook marketing, as YouTube marketing is to driving traffic that's ready to buy right now. And the reason why is because people go to Instagram to really, like, Facebook used to be the place to go for people to engage with their friends. It's kind of dispersed a little now. Facebook still is that platform, but Instagram is more of the place where people know that they can go and not have to see a bunch of advertising. Just psychologically, that's been the precedent. So basically, that's what you need to know about Instagram before you start marketing there, is you're not going to get the best conversion out of those types of ads. So you want to be able to, run ads still on Instagram, but how do you do that? Well, you understand that it's used for retargeting, re-engagement, building a brand, building awareness, building reach. All of that, those are good points. Now, it does get some conversion from it. You will get some conversion. It's just less than you will get from another platform. Okay? So reach campaigns are really great. Traffic campaigns are great because, again, it's reinforcing your brand. You're not expecting the sale, but you can build traffic and get a lot of people to at least click through and go to your site and visit it if it's something that interests them. Engagement ads are great because it adds, more authority to your posts. So if you are running a conversion type of ad or a traffic ad, if you run an engagement ad in combination with that traffic ad, so you're running them both at the same time, you get better results because you're adding authority to that. And I usually like to run an engagement ad with almost every ad that I run because it adds that like factor, that comment and share factor that adds a little more credibility for people who are interested, or for people who, might be a little more skeptical up front, right? And then finally, there's conversion ads, and these can be used again to gather leads, drive sales, but it's just not the best type of ad to run on Instagram. So what type of ad placements are you wanting to run? That's part number two. And there's two types. There's newsfeed ads, where obviously it's in the newsfeed, and then there's story ads. So we're going to talk about both of those really quick. And basically, newsfeed ads are great for reinforcing the ads that are running on your Facebook platform. They're also great for just building engagement or building awareness, building a brand, and building loyalty. But outside of that, you can try to use them for conversions, get people to sign up. It is just much less likely than on Facebook or YouTube. I almost said Yoohoo. So here's the image specs and video specs for this type of ad if you're trying to run them. Now, obviously, you can do different types if you're doing carousel. I'm pretty sure Instagram does carousel ads. But it just depends on what type of ad you're running. And again, if you forget this article or you can't find it again, it always tells you in Facebook's Business Manager platform. So I guess I should have prefaced this with saying you are using the Business Manager platform that Facebook offers, so facebook.business.com. You go there actually to run your Instagram ads, in case you weren't aware of that already. This is where, even if you don't want it to run on Facebook, you can uncheck that and only have it run on Instagram. That's the best part about it. You manage both Instagram and Facebook ads directly through that platform. So it's actually kind of neat. And the cool thing is you also use, so the audiences you create on Facebook, you take and they cross over into Instagram. So that's another really cool thing as well. So again, the video specs and the image specs, that's just some extra information for you guys. Now let's talk about story ads. Now these are also, this is actually a really cool way to drive traffic and new engagement to your page. These do better at conversion than even the reach ads and the conversion ads on Instagram in the news feed, because of the fact that there aren't a ton of advertisers that are advertising well inside of the stories, and just not a bunch of businesses in general are using them. Like local businesses are not using Instagram stories. So it's a great way for you to get your message across, and it's more organic because of the fact that it actually just places your ad in between their friends' stories that they're already watching. So great way to get engagement right there. And then again, these are basically the video specs and, or the story specs right here, the video specs right here. So you can't run, if you have an ad that's a newsfeed ad and you're trying to run it as a story, you can't do both at the same time because they're two completely different setups. So just be aware of that. You can only either run it as a newsfeed ad or as a Snapchat, or Instagram story ad. I'm used to Snapchat more, since they kind of had it stolen by Facebook and Instagram. So next is number 3. What is the purpose of your ad? And what is the end goal? That's the third thing you're going to want to keep in mind. So are you trying to reach a certain amount of people? Do you want to reinforce an ad or another social channel? Do you want to reinforce your brand? Are you attempting to convert leads? Are you actually trying to increase your Instagram following? There's several different goals that you could have, but you want to plan that out again before you ever run the ad. And I stress this to you guys all the time. You don't want to go just run ads. You have to plan this out, plan out your funnel, plan out the content that goes inside, plan out the objectives, what you expect to happen, and then start running the ads, building them and then running them, right? So how long will your campaign run? Is this a quick sale, or is it something that will take time to build? So that kind of has something more to do with the product or service itself. If it's a higher dollar product, you can't just expect to run one ad to somebody and then they just buy it. I mean, that might happen very rarely, but usually if they're higher end products, you have to take the time to sell the person on that product and build a relationship with them via the internet and sell them via the internet. So that takes constant follow-up, retargeting ads, all of that. So you need to have a longer stream, basically a bigger funnel planned out if you're, working with a higher end product. Number 5, and the last one, is going to be how will it integrate with the rest of your ad funnels? So your Facebook, email, vlog, blog channel, all of that. How does it integrate with your current or other ad campaigns? So if you have an email campaign running, where do they incorporate into that email campaign with your Instagram marketing campaign or ad campaign? And you want to take all of that into consideration. You want to see the bigger picture, and then you micro picture it. So you build the big picture, you see what you want where and how you want it working together. And then you go down into each individual compartment, and that would be like Instagram, Facebook, email, web development. You go into each individual compartment and pick out basically how you want each of those funnels to be built. And then you mingle them together, basically. Then the final little section is actually creating the ad. So once you actually do all of this part, you figure all of this out, then you can start creating the ad. All right, so once you've done a complete analysis of your campaign, you'll need to determine the creative and copy to go along with your promotions, value offers, giveaways, all of that. All right, so you actually create the image, you create the copy, and first you determine what the offer is or what the article is going to be about. Then you create the copy and the creative to go along with it, and then you start to promote it or add it into your funnel. And then you launch your funnel. Let me see. Number 2 is going to be next. Choose your audiences and target options for your campaigns depending on where you are at in the funnel. So remember, if you're at the beginning of the funnel, you're going to be doing more open interest group type targeting. And if you're towards the middle, you're going to be doing anywhere past the beginning of the funnel, you're going to be doing retargeting audiences. So, you need to know what type of retarget, whether they've been there in 3 days or 10 days, whether they have followed up or not followed up, whether they signed up or not. You need to know what type of ad you're actually running here. And then you select an existing post or create a new one. So that's creating the ad itself. If you need to basically just send out an ad, you can just send out an ad. You don't actually have to post it to Facebook or Instagram. You can literally go into the ads manager and just send out the ad. It doesn't have to be on your page at all. Or the option to go to your page, post it there, make it look all fancy, and then you actually use it as an existing post. A little quick note, if you can't find the post, like if you're clicking the down arrow and it doesn't show you the post, you're actually just going to want to go to Facebook Business Manager, and if you click the little menu button and it brings down all of the like topics you can pick from, you select page posts and you go there and you can actually open the post. So it'll bring up the pop-up window of that actual post, and in the top left corner, you'll see the post ID, and you can copy that and then paste it in the ad builder where it's asking for that, what type of post you want. At the very bottom of that little section right there, you'll see enter post ID, and you can just enter it right there. Quick little note in case you guys didn't know that. Let me see, selected. Okay, now run your campaign. Yeah, sorry. So that's it. Once you have all of that done, you just run your campaign, and that's how it works. So like, that's the thing. People want specific examples, but it's the same no matter what industry. You don't need a specific example. Look at all of the pieces. You have to build the funnel. So where are you at in the funnel? Build your ad to fit that section of the funnel. So when you're looking at building your ads, just literally go open up that template that I put inside of the tools section. Open that template up and say, okay, what step of the funnel? Well, we're at the very beginning. So this is going to be a blog post that we're promoting. So I need to create a Facebook or an Instagram post about a blog post. Then the next step is going to be the offer, where we try to get them to submit their email address and their name and information. So in this one, and then the next ad is just going to be about, capturing their information, getting them into the funnel. So you want to create an ad that is related to the value offer that you're giving away in that funnel. That's it. You just work them through the funnel. You build the funnel that way. And then you build your audiences accordingly. So you make lists of what you need, and then you complete it all. That's it. You have to organize your thoughts, guys. All right. So make sure you refer back to the building the Facebook ads funnel as a reference for Instagram funnels. You want to apply the exact same theories in your Instagram funnels. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing some more Instagram ad videos, obviously, about, the content strategy, stuff like that. So make sure you pay attention to those and all of the other pieces of information we're putting out. But until next time, guys, Serial Entrepreneur out.